Greetings, Black Light. Now, let's come up with some solutions instead of pointing the finger. Now, I really don't blame these brothers. They done found the hustle and they done built up a following, subscriptions and a bankroll. Some of these brothers got thousands of subscribers and making thousands of dollars. But hey, when they see a sucker bump their head, and they using black conscience and black power as a base to con the people out some money. I don't blame them. It's sort of like your big ballers. After they get through hustling, they go to a strip joint or where they got pole dancers and titty bars or whatever, and make it rain. Well, the subscribers, if they get through working for Uncle Charlie and they got some change left over, they turn on one of these YouTube black conscious leader and throw some money at them because they bored. But let me tell you what you should be doing. Because if you're so bored, you're not really thinking. You're just looking at what you can get into to chase the boredom away. Instead of throwing your money at these YouTube pimps, save that money for your family. See, what you see behind me is solar panels. So now, these YouTube hustlers, if they want to do something for the black community, why don't y'all invest in a solar panel factory and then put grids in each black neighborhood so you don't have to rely on DTE, especially when a storm comes. When a storm comes and knock out your energy's power source, you could buy you a solar power generator. We're going to be talking about that too. So, solar power generators with a solar system. I'm not saying, you got to do your research and investigate. Make sure that you're not being sucked in by these people also. But it's the wave of the future. Solar energy. It's the wave of the future. They probably got it already perfected, but they know it's a bunch of suckers out there. So imagine if your whole neighborhood was powered by solar energy, and once you get through paying for the installment, then you don't have to pay another energy bill again. And then if we train our children or prepare our children to deal in science and engineering, and they can perfect or improve on the solar power, build solar power factories, and employ our own children into solar energy building. And so if we pull our resources together, if you know, an individual like myself, I can't do it all by myself, but I will pull my resources to someone with vision and build in the neighborhood a solar energy grid, get rid of paying a gas bill, a light bill in the neighborhood, and it belongs to the neighborhood. They can't stop that. And what about these YouTube pimping cats? All that money that they making off of YouTube. They don't think of stuff like that. Only thing they think about is roasting each other.
The southeast tip of the property, that was a little creek bed that was just barely running.
Call that land for sale.
And I think we're going to do a full flyover on this one. I think we'll get a good chance to look at this. This is a much larger track than we normally have. We're pretty excited about this.
See, the white man know that y'all don't think on this kind of level. Very few of y'all do. And they'd probably do a project like this solo, or they'll have some investors. But suppose a church or a block club or a organization, you know, black organization. Say, like, for example, if Reverend Al Sharpton's people get hooked up with Jesse Jackson. Well, you can't trust that, but I'm just using them for example. And they was to get hooked up with Nation of Islam, or little temples was to unite in the Nation of Islam, little mosques, and buy some land. Because, you know, Elijah was doing that. Elijah was buying up land and making farmland out of it. But see, these brothers they're not doing it because they're too busy arguing, trying to see who's going to be the king of the hill. And you got supporters, subscribers, loving to see all this controversy and confusion, throwing dollars at them when they should be pulling their resource. Say if all the subscribers got together, network with one another, and bought some land like this. White people do it. I mean, if we're going to imitate white people, why not take this part of them? Because they united, and they organized, and they be doing stuff like this all the time. That's why they don't want black people around them, because black people ain't got nothing on their minds but foolishness.
Sell abandoned schools sitting vacant for years and vulnerable to thieves.
It's too expensive for the Detroit School District to secure them, so the goal is to unload them. Ronnie Dahl is on Detroit's northwest side. And Ronnie, what can you tell us?
Well, some of these I think are going to be pretty hard for them to sell, like Crossman Alternative High School. We've told you about.
But you know what? Yeah, that's a school. That's a building. But I done seen Arabs over here in Dearborn take vacant buildings, make something out of them. The so-called Middle Easterners in Detroit and Dearborn, then built up the whole Dearborn. Ain't nothing but them. And they all different mix, you know, so a whole different mix. You got Iranians, you got Iraqis, Lebanon, Syrians, you got Libyans, you got you know, Chaldeans. We can't do nothing like that. We can't work together like that. That's why it's tore down. You know. And this is why the police come in on you and just do you any kind of way. You be standing on your porch, standing in front of your house. They come and beat you up, shoot you, kill you. They letting you know that they the terrorists and you better be friend. This is theirs. You know. Now when we stand up, when the black man stand up, even your gangbangers, all that money they be making, they could buy some buildings and put something in it. You know. The mafia do that. The mafia, they give money to the Catholic Church, and the Catholic Church take that money and build up a youth center in their neighborhood. But it's all gang money, gangster money. We can't do nothing like that. So that's why the police come in and dog us out, because they know we ain't gonna do nothing. You know. This is Black Light.